If I talk about representation of inverse of a function, if f of x is a function, then f inverse of x, this is the representation we use it to represent inverse of a function. So graphically, how it looks like means if this is my y-axis and this is my x-axis, so graphically, the function will be your reflection along y equals to x line. So this will be the line which is y is equals to x, and it will be a reflection along y equals to x of f of x will give you f inverse of x. If I take an example, let the f of x be x plus 2. So x plus 2 means, so obviously this is going to be the x-intercept is. So when the x-intercept is when f of x is 0, it is going to be minus 2. So approximately here. And if I talk about y-intercept, the y-intercept is positive 2. So the line is going to look something like this. Let us say the line is going to look something like this. So this is the line or a graph of your f of x because it's a linear graph. Whenever you have a linear function, it will be always a straight line. So now if I talk about finding f inverse of x, so graphically it's just a reflection about this along y equals to x. So if it is a reflection, this 0 comma 2 will become 2 comma 0, and this minus 2 comma 0 will become 0 comma minus 2. So which means your x coordinate will become y coordinate and the y coordinate will become x coordinate. So that is how you can reflect it along f of x along y equals to x line. So in that case, my line is going to look something like this. So as you can see the line is exactly a reflection of this blue reflection of f of x along y equals to x line. So this will be your f inverse of x. Now, if I talk about the equation of this line, the equation of this line is going to be c. The slope is going to be the same. The slope is 1 itself. But if I talk about the y-intercept, it is minus 2. So that is the reason equation of this line is going to be y is equals to x minus 2. So now, which is nothing but f inverse of x is going to be x minus 2. So graphically, I found out, so this is going to be x minus 2. So now, without the graph, how can I find an expression for f inverse of x? The step one is, so if you have f of x, you have to replace f of x with y. So it is going to be y is equals to x plus 2. And step two is, you have to swap x and y. So wherever you have x, you have to put y, and wherever you have y, you have to put x. Swap x and y. So in that case, it is going to be, this equation is going to become like x is equals to y plus 2. Then you just have to make y the subject. When you make y the subject, it is going to be x minus 2. And whatever you found the y, and that is nothing but your f inverse of x. That is equals to x minus 2. And I got the same thing. Now, this is the step that I can use it in order to find the inverse of any function. If I take one more example, let's say I have f of x is equals to x plus 2 over x. So in this case, the step one is you have to replace f of x with y. So it is going to be y is equals to x plus 2 over x. So the step 2 would be swapping x and y. So wherever you have y, I'll be putting x, and wherever I have x, I'll be putting y. So y plus 2 over y. So then the last step is to make y the subject. So in order to make it, so I just cross multiply it. So it would be xy is equals to y plus 2. So if I want to make y the subject, all the y terms should be at one side. So that is the reason I take this y on my left hand side. It would be xy minus y is equals to 2. So in that case, x into, if I take y common here, so if I take y common, this would be x minus 1 equals to 2. In that case, I can say y is equals to 2 over x minus 1. So this is how, and this is nothing but your inverse of your function. So f inverse of x is nothing but 2 over x minus 1. So if f of x is x plus 2 divided by x, then f inverse of x would be 2 over x minus 1. So this is the standard steps that I can use it in order to find inverse of any function.